Hello everyone and welcome to Spot. In this episode I'm gonna hit you up with another budget but yet again super powerful Runeword for your mercenary setup, and that's gonna be obedience. So what I've made in the last videos is a 5 open sockets ethereal thresher with 18 up to 211 physical damage, and now we're gonna go ahead and make the obedience Runeword into it. So this Runeword in itself, it's quite cheap again. The highest rune is Foul, and you need 5 runes in total, starting with Hell. So let's go ahead and do it right now. So Hell, Ho, Fu, F, and Foul rune. So there's not a lot of variety in terms of options which can roll on the obedience. It can roll between 20 and 30 all resistance and between 200 and 300 additional defense. So let's see what rolls we get. And we got all resistances 22, and where is the defense? I don't see it. 282 defense, which is quite high. In terms of damage, our obedience does 84 up to 991 physical damage. That's quite an insane amount for that cheap of a weapon. There's also a 40% faster hit recovery, which is a massive chunk. This is gonna prevent your mercenary from getting stun locked whenever he starts attacking. There's a really big percentage of chance to cast level 21 enchant when you kill an enemy. So take a note of that. Level 21 enchant is around 200 fire damage added to the damage of your mercenary, and this can also deal really well with cold immune monsters and other immune monsters which suffer from low fire resistances, for example. There's also a 3 to 14 cold damage, which is freezing the enemy being hit by your mercenary, so it's also helpful. This slows your enemy. There's a minus 25% target defense on attack. This is a really good amount, so your mercenary is hitting a bit more often. There's also a minus 25% to enemy fire resistance, which works really well with the enchant proc coming from the Runeword. And as you can see, there's a 40% chance of crushing blow. That's absolutely huge. So your mercenary is gonna hit like an absolute truck, let me tell you, with this Runeword. And there's also decent amount of stats coming from this Runeword as well. There's 10 to strength with 10 to dexterity, and decent amount of all resistances. Again, even this one rolled quite low. There's a 22 all resistance, which is always helpful. There's another really decent mode, requirements minus 20%. This can come handy if you roll it in a Colossus Vulture, which really have high strength requirements. If it's ethereal, got about 200 strength required, so minus 20% on that. I'm gonna decrease it down to 160, which is really good. And as you can see, the required strength for our thresher is 112. And the required dexterity is 85, so in terms of stats, this weapon requires not a lot, and you can immediately put it on your mercenary, as long as you have one, which is level 53 or above for this Runeword. And I'd say this is a really strong and big bang for the buck weapon and Runeword, which you can make to complement your Act 2 mercenary and make it way more stronger than what it is. In terms of raw power compared to Insights, I'd say I definitely prefer Obedience compared to Insight, simply because the damage output of your mercenary is uncomparable. It's not even close. Even with the added 40% chance of crushing blow, your mercenary just gonna melt everything. And that's just the way it is, basically. So I hope you like this video, guys. I hope you like this Runeword as well. I hope it gives you some inspiration, and if it did, you know what to do, and you also stay tuned for the next one. See you later. Bye.